Alrighty, what's going on YouTube? How is everyone doing today? I hope it's wonderful, even though it might not be. Anyways, just moving on here, just messing with you guys. Seriously though, have a good day. It's all up in your head. You know what I mean? You can choose to have a good attitude about life, or you can choose to be miserable about everything. And it's all about up to you. Your circumstances do not dictate your emotions. That's the key factor, okay? You can always react however you choose to any circumstances that come your way. There's my motivational for the day. That was free. I just now pulled that out of my brains. So, yeah, that's what happened. Okay, moving right along, we got two questions today. One was a user-submitted question, and the other one is from my list of lists. Alright, so here we go. User-submitted question basically was Steve Stein. I think that was your name. If not, I'm sorry. I read it and I forgot it. Or Steve Welk. I think it's Steve Stein. Okay, Steve Stein asked, has my vision basically stayed the same or has it changed over the years? Well, yes and no. If it makes any sense, my vision kind of swapped places. So my right eye, which is this one, used to be my primary eye. I used to see out of the right eye primarily. It was my best one, and the left eye was not as good. Then I had a retinal detachment in my right eye, and it lost a ton of pressure, and that's why it's so tiny, and you can't really see it that well. It is open right now, it just doesn't look like it is. It lost a lot of pressure, and so therefore it doesn't see very well at all. It can see a little bit, like everything's just really blurry in it. And then my left eye, they did a surgery on the left eye, and now my left eye is actually the primary dominant one. So my vision hasn't necessarily decreased or changed, it has basically swapped places, if that makes any sense. It went from the right eye to the left eye. So there is your question answered there, Steve. Thank you for submitting it. Keep them coming into the comment section. I love them. I eat them up like candy, like special delicious candy. Okay. And let's see here. Today's question is, I totally forgot. Hang on. Oh yeah, my brain sometimes, man. What is the hardest part about being blind? I get to ask this a lot and I don't really understand it. Okay, like it's assuming that people think that there's a hard part about it. I exist, you know, I am me, I am who I am. It's no harder to live my life than anyone else's. My life is normal, my life is the way it is, to me. Now, if all of a sudden I was sighted and boom, I got hit by a car and went blind, I'd probably have a different song to sing, but considering I've been this way my whole life, this is who I am, this is the way I was created, and so therefore, there's nothing hard about my life, believe it or not. My life is fairly easy. I mean, I go through the same struggles and challenges as anyone else would, you know, finding your place in the world, finding out what you enjoy, you know, figuring out ways to make money from what you enjoy. All of that stuff is still my struggles, but there's not any specific unique struggles to being blind. It's just making certain adaptations to everyday life. Now, I will say, like, one of the frustrating things about being blind is that I can't use every single application on the App Store. That sounds weird, but it's true, man. I cannot use every single app because the developers do not want to make it accessible. And sometimes the developers don't. Guys, I sent Snapchat emails and messages on Twitter and emails for the past 3 years. 3 years, guys. 3. And they finally have made their app sort of accessible. Finally. I mean, it's now 2017. I started sending them emails in 2014 to make their app accessible. And they just now got around to it. Now, on the other hand, a great company like Periscope and Twitter, I messaged them and they're like, great, let's work around it. And they fixed all the problems. Well, most of them. I mean, there's still a few, but I mean, we're working on it, you know what I mean? So that's honestly one of the most frustrating things about not being able to see is that sometimes apps just don't work for me. And it's really annoying. And most of the time, the developers don't really give a crap. You know what I'm saying? So if you're an app developer, take the extra time and learn how to label stuff with VoiceOver. It really cannot be that difficult. Just learn it for me, please. Thank you. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. That's today's 2 questions. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to figure out something to do tomorrow. I'm going to answer some questions maybe, or I might do one of those other challenges. I want to save the challenges for Saturday when I'll be doing the Periscope celebration. So make sure you tune in for that Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this coming Saturday, the 25th of March. That's when the pre-show starts, and then the actual fun will start at 12 o'clock. We'll sing Happy Birthday to Periscope, and we'll eat some cupcakes, and then I will be eating mystery cans for the next 5 hours and torturing myself, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you tune in for that. Alright, and as always, this is Billy Brandon reminding you, until next time, stay clear-sighted, my friends. High five!